Today, it is the last day of school. That means summer break is officially here. There's more time for cookouts, being on the water, and other activities outside, especially since 4th of July is just right around the corner.
Yeah, and these activities are also a recipe for serious injuries. Our next guest and friend of the show, Julie Panna, is back to share some tips to have a safe and fun summer. Julie, always good to see you.
Always good to be here. Thank you so much.
Okay, so 4th of July, next week's going to be a busy time, and a busy time for emergency departments, right?
It is the busiest time for traumatic injuries between the 4th and 5th of July, as opposed to any other type of the year, which I just learned that a couple of days ago doing some more research. And it's like there's so many moving parts because it's on a weekend this year, and most people go to emergency rooms on Mondays because they wait. So first of all, we got to say that, but let's get right to it. Fireworks and sparklers, they are the devil of the holiday. With fireworks, just don't touch them if you're not a professional. Go and watch them, the beautiful ones right there. Unless you're, and if you do choose to do the fireworks, make sure you're not holding them and lighting them at the same time. Make sure you cool them off before you throw them out. You don't want them going out in the garbage. Or going off in the garbage, that would be fun, right? And then the other thing is the sparklers. People don't understand how dangerous they can be, especially the little ones. How hot do you think one of those can get? Do you have a guess?
I know it's something insane. It's something like 1,000 degrees or something.
2,000 degrees for a sparkler. So most of the injuries that come in around the holidays are burns around the 4th of July. And just some really quick tips. If you do get burnt, say you get some piece of firework on you, or your little one takes a sparkler, the first thing to do is remove the heat source, get that away. Do not put ointment or bandage on it because you will localize the burn, and you're not supposed to submerge it in really cold water. And I've got my assistant, my 13-year-old with me today, and on the way over, I said, Harry, can you research why? And he said, oh, because it lessens blood flow to the wound. So if anyone wants to know why. And if you're debating,
Harry.
I know, he's over there. And if you are debating going to the emergency room or not, always just go, just to be on the safe side. So watch out for those burns. Eye protection, it's a big holiday for eye injuries of your ears. If you're setting off those fireworks, it could do it. And so, yeah, that's about it. That's the biggest concern this holiday season.
I want to talk a little bit more about once you've had an accident and then going to see a professional, because people will wait. We don't want them to wait, but how do we know whether to go to the ER or the urgent care?
So I think it depends. If it's traumatic, like you'll know. Just go right. Call the ambulance. They'll take you right to the ER. You can call ahead sometimes. I guess it just depends on the severity and what's closest. For a burn, you could probably go to urgent care. I mean, if you blow your hand off, you're going to go to the ER. You know what I mean? And that does happen with those fireworks. The key is do not wait to go until Monday, because Monday is the highest day for emergency room visits. So wherever you can get in, depending on the severity, but don't wait. And if you're questioning yourself to begin with, go, because you have a doubt in your mind.
Right. So aside from the fireworks and the sparklers, what you're going to stay away from if you're paying attention, the water. How can we stay safe on the water?
Okay, so first of all, if you're going to be on a boat, wear your life jacket, or at least have life jackets. And there are Coast Guard approved life jackets. So don't get an inflatable vest or those floaties. They're not going to work. And I think it is a law. You have to have that. Last year, what we saw a lot of was what are they called? The ski-doos,
jet skis?
Jet skis.
Yeah.
We saw a lot of young adults driving them in areas where kids were swimming. So know where, first of all, your kids can swim and where you can drive your, water ski or whatever they are. I won't let my children have them. They're too young right now. And then just watch your little ones around the water. I mean, it's like the highest mortality, 1 in 4 little guys, girls, they can drown. So be careful about that. But the boats I see have been going faster, and that's concerning.
Have we seen an uptick in e-bike accidents? I feel like I'm seeing kids all over the neighborhood.
They go fast.
It is a hot topic. So I looked this up. For the past 5 years, injuries from e-bikes have doubled, and it's mostly from either cars hitting the bikes or bikes running into cars. So if you're in, and this is actually really cool because a lot of the localities have their own rules on what you can do and can't do, and they'll give them to you. So look up the rules in your neighborhood. I mean, some will let people drive. Like if you're under 16, you really shouldn't be on an e-bike. You shouldn't have one. Always wear your helmet. If you're an adult, follow the rules like you would with a motorcycle. You know, don't drive down to the bar and hit have a few beers and ride home on your e-bike. You can't do that.
Can't do that.
So,
You're
yeah,
not circumventing the law there.
No,
They'll still get you.
Oh, we wish we had more time with our
know.
friend Julie
I'll come
Panda.
back.
She will come back. To learn more about the Onondaga County Medical Society, visit onondagacms.org.